Later.
Burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad must acclaim have the honor to announce the betting is now open.
I cannot take anything
The
from
name of our tavern's champion. Will
The
anyone
wives
dare
miss me.
try to dethrone our...
Hola, Cory.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
That's right.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl, so I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing, caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
No.
No. Let's continue.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
It is a child of the blood. They call her Lady Space and Time. She had trouble controlling her. I don't remember. I don't know. This one, no?
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. No.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
What did he say?
He said if Ciri couldn't find me, she would have looked for another friend.
Who? Who's Dandelion?
Isn't that the Baron? The Red Baron now? Is that him?
Dandelion is the horse, no? I think. Which friend Ciri is looking for? I have no clue. The horse, no? The Dandelion, the one that we were searching in the cave. Dandelion is a bard, very close to Geralt. So I think Jennifer and Triss, no? Because... Hemo, tell me!
No, that's
I don't know.
Both can be true. That's the thing.
How can I know?
Both can be true.
Dandelion. Dandelion is the one that I started the game with, no?
Yeah, I think.
Are you sure it was him?
No.
Make her jealous with the other girls.
Oh, you're overthinking. Just do something. What if you're...
It's just, I don't know, if it's the guy, I want to, if Dandelion is the guy that I started the game, I want to pick him. But if I don't know Dandelion and he's my friend, then I don't know. Jennifer.
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left in the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Now, but you see how everyone is.
Keep it together, legs. Kill me.
Hey.
You get over this.
Hey. The rosemary and rhyme. The hottest spot in Novigrad. Okay, that is where I have to go, no? Oh, chicken sandwich, nice. I love the chicken sandwich thing.
Let's drink fresh nearly night. Move on. And you fix it, right? No. Said I'll come to the wrong place. So we go.
Black ones, the Danians. As long as they pay.
Trumpet. I stopped running because of the...
I'm dying of poverty.
Locked, so let's see how can I get in there. Oh.
I'll never come back, you stinking scaddies. All we wanted was... Don't give a flying fuck.
Also, hello, Rachel.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth.
What a pro.
Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Of course,
With pleasure.
Gotta get around him.
Ah, but not with. I cannot use the.
Slow to the break.
What the hell? This one has.
Of a piece of floor.
Piece of...
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Stop! Oh, no, another jobbing. Move the horse, son! I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Yeah, looking for Siri.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's the Dandelion?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd
Dandelion.
like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Hey,
Letters.
Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
it's not the same because he's like the father of Ciri. Like he literally.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Letter from Vomit Rabbe. Dear Viscount, once more I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing to grace my son's wedding ceremony with your song. Your presence warmed our hearts, and the sweet notes with which you serenade us so touched my wife's mothers. The Baron's doublet, calling some circles a cold and heartless speech, that tears of tender emotion appears in her eyes. Can I just pass with here?
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
Verbena. I don't. I hate when. I think they do it on purpose. They put the candle in there so you take longer. Ah, no, I don't want to let anything in there. I want to sell. Letter from a female admirer. The thrust of your hypnotic gaze left my visage red and hot. The whole world suddenly set to spinning in a whirlwind of oblivion, and I plunged into the purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. The music, the singing, you. For that one brief moment I felt as if I were the lute you so skillfully strummed, and wanted nothing more than for you to put your dexterous digits on my soldier. Oh, that sounds kinda weird.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
I think that could help.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Yeah.
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
I like how the dwarf tell him, and that's a problem because it's like, do you really see anything weird on these pin numbers?
Well, don't just stand there. Read. We might learn something.
What is this? Ah, here, okay. Rosa bar atre, like a rose abash of his crimson hue. Fair Rosa would sing into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. A charming garden enclosed Villa Gildorf, Molly, though well she knows the touch of a silken lace. She shuns not straw when gripped in lost embrace. Gildorf Villa next to the morgue, Vespula. Though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, ever had a big dipper? Far corners laundry near to the mouth fontar Marabella. I don't like this. It's like they might have to make money making prosa. Tag to Vespula. What? Why
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly, keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives.
Marabella.
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Oh, poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
I like Vespula.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems.
How dare
Week
she?
on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
ELIHAL.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
So what? No. No, I want to know, okay.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Wait, nothing.
Eh?
Nothing, mate.
Yeah, I made it. I want to leave out here. Okay, let's talk to the holy guacamole, the store. What the fuck is happening here? It's like suddenly they...
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Go. Now.
Now listen. You might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah, 4 men, collecting tribute from 1 washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
Best think again.
Quick, it will burn you!
Basically. Are you gonna come or no? Hostia, there's another one.
Not good.
Fucking. You are gonna shoot me again, bastard. Holy guacamole, annoying.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
For note?
No need to thank me. There was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Flash, come on.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
The woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
So.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
What a good woman. Little washerwoman.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ah, Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
What a cool woman.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
What a cool woman. But why this looks so scary?
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for ELIHAL.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You ELIHAL?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought ELIHAL was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
I don't know what to...
Any better?
So you're...
ELIHAL.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Oh. And then?
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
Oh.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well.
Oh.
Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed.
He has
or a
beautiful
hole
lips,
patched.
though.
When did you
We
last see
cannot
him?
deny that.
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on.
I wish I had those lips.
Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I
dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment?
Yeah.
Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
I mean, no, it's not boring being a witcher all the time.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Hey! He has beautiful lips. It shouldn't be that bad for you. Wait, the same kids that were in that.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Fine, I'll wait.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit? His eyes died.
She has, I mean, I need to meditate anyway, so I'm gonna wait outside 1 hour, and I hope the kids are ready.
It's not safe to go out in the streets anymore.
Your bed's as good as in the grave.
The kids are pushing me. What strong kids!
That hurts. Master Witcher? I don't know you. You're on the Go away. Excuse me?
A witcher?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest.
Mold? What
When
is
his
that?
hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snaky whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lava bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Thank you for the lure, Rachel. The last wish. Human life requires 3 things for its food, drink, and gossip. I read that.
Stop it!
The kid called me stupid. What a kid.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a picture, Barney.
You're always going on about me, too.
Don't run away and don't be slow.
Lay me down with a barrel of
Scandalous! Letting such miscreants into the city.
What's wrong with the people? They overreact so much.
This baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is
Rivia.
a chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
What am I going to I'll go. Give me the icons. Something interesting in there.
On our way then.
Who's sleeping? Really? You think? That she's the prettiest? Really? No, Jennifer? I'm like, something that I don't like is the long loading screen, but it's...
That's the PlayStation, like.
I think it's that the game is big.
The PlayStation.
The PlayStation.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The horses have.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by
I've seen
Kakir,
them
the
before.
champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
He's throwing.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Let's race.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
How can I know this? I'll take who the heck? I have no idea. This one.
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian Chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Oof. Oof. I don't like the ride. I hope.
Riders, ready?
No.
Don't spare the horse!
Giddy up. Come on.
The rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse.
Oh my god, no way! I didn't know that was the ending!
Oh, so close!
The General's not only knowledgeable, but skilled. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a good race against a worthy opponent.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman.
No.
That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Wait. If I win the race, can I not restart? I would like to load. I'm gonna load. No. What time is it? 21:16. That one. I can do that one. I'll just save load. Let's try that one. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. No. I'm gonna cheat. Say no to the whips.
Wounded
I'm
and
gonna
tired,
cheat.
Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
I need to win that thing. It's just I don't know the race. Like it doesn't put the ending either.
Ready! Hey,
let's see what you're made of.
Go.
What the fuck?
Spare the horse.
You saw that? That's not fair.
I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
What was the ending? I don't know.
I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Okay.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks. For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Thank you.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Washed your hair lately?
But I wanted the Mary something. No, the girl that washed the dishes. It's like you trick me. Say no to the whips. I thought that I was about to get the novel one.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt? That Geralt? The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again?
The face of... Yeah, if not for him... What should I do? Yeah, let's let him.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
I can imagine, yes.
Or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Then doesn't have a sister, you're aware of that? Remember, it doesn't say that.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
I'll take you, don't worry.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
So, he tricks you. It's just this woman. You're
Thanks,
missing
Molly.
two fingers there.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request.
Tell me.
Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Yeah. She's a small ELIHAL. You need a little bit more of Oh, I'm so strong.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yeah.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Let's go.